My name's Dave Ackley. I'm in the computer science department at the University of New Mexico, where I teach programming classes a lot, mostly in Java these days, and do research in artificial life, which for me is about how machines and living things are related. They might not seem that related outside of science fiction. I mean, gazelles bounding on the plane don't seem much like the PC in the den running a spreadsheet. But I think living systems and machines or computational systems are going to end up being the same thing up in the big picture. Might not seem that way now, but I think that's maybe because we've got some kind of wrong ideas about what a machine really is. It's like once upon a time, a machine had a fixed single purpose determined by its design. The hammer hammers, steam turbine spins. Its behavior is rigid, repetitive, and blind to its surroundings. And we got to seeing that kind of behavior as defining a machine. When a person acts rigid and oblivious, we might say they're acting like a machine. But long ago, machines started to get flexible. You got a clock from ye old clockmaker. It's basically just a wind-up motor. It spins its hands rigidly, mechanically. But once the hands have been turned upwards when the sun is highest, it tells the local time. So machines have sprouted knobs and switches and adjustments, allowing owners to affect what their particular machine will do long after it's built. Identical machines can be sold and used for whatever range of purposes. As machine owners, we like an adjustment if it lets us change something we want to change, like switching channels, versus those configuration adjustments that are basically just aggravating, kind of rubbing it in that we not only bought it off the rack, but got stuck doing the tailoring ourselves. It's like if we were rich or kings, we'd have had a bespoke machine custom built for us. But we're not. And even for kings, the economic advantages of adaptability can be a tidal wave. So we get easy setup guides and tab A and slot B. It's us finishing the manufacturing job ourselves. Or not even bothering, like those pitiful blinking 12s on the old VCRs. They're pretty much extinct now, huh? Computer hardware and computer software take this idea of customizability after manufacture to an incredible extreme. A personal computer today might have 512 megabytes of RAM. That's 4 billion separate switches that each could affect the operation of the machine. Computer software is basically just a big cheat sheet of switch settings you might want to use. These days, you could easily pay more for a couple of these cheat sheets than for all the actual physical PC hardware put together. Set the switches one way, you get a spreadsheet. Set them another way, you get a video game. Set them another way, and all your passwords go hell and gone up the net. Who's your computer been talking to? So flexibility isn't always to our advantage. Simple and rigid is also reassuring and predictable. Your old kitchen clock won't decide to whip its hands in your eye as you walk by. Good thing computers don't have whippable hands. Yet. Once a machine starts to acquire new programming on the fly from its environment, it stands to lose exactly that rigidity, predictability, and obliviousness that we had taken as defining a machine. So shouldn't we call it something else? Life? Artificial? One of the challenges for computer science today is how to shape the flexibility of a programmable machine over its lifetime, across design, manufacture, distribution, operation, death, to get more of that useful adaptability with as little risky unpredictability as possible. Pure hardware, pure software, done miracles, but it's just the beginning. Adaptability versus safety. Hardware is too hard. Software is too soft. We need a more nuanced approach. Biology has known this forever. We're just beginning to think about it. Computation, living. It's interesting.